friends, so I am here to film a fun video. I am doing a collab with a bunch of other fabulous women. This collab was started by Molly at Weight Watchers Bride to Be, and I will link all of the channels for all of the girls who are doing this video in the description box below. We are here to do the Summer Slim Down Vision Board collab. So we have been asked to either create or share with our subscribers, new and old, what we use as inspiration, where we keep our vision alive. People can do this in lots of different ways. Some people are visual, some people need pictures and things like that. Sometimes it's a journal, sometimes it is photographs. I'm a very visual person, and I have to admit I've gotten a little not off plan. I don't know if everybody in the collab is on Weight Watchers, but I do Weight Watchers Smart Points. I have been on Weight Watchers since May of 2015, so just a little over a year. I have lost 68 pounds so far, and I am pushing to keep going forward. And the last couple of months have really gotten me in the planning department. Any of you who are new to my channel or have yet to subscribe, we just moved. We are a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 small children. So it's been a hectic couple of months, but I am ready to get back to planning. I'm a strong believer in planning. I think I personally have better success when I plan, when I have goals, when I have things laid out and I can see them coming forward. So the first part of my vision board is actually what I'm using right now. I got this book. Today I will be happier than a bird with a french fry. I got this journal from another YouTuber, Miss Kale the Way, my friend Kirsten. In here I have I am beautiful. And then my favorite quote ever says, "The best project you will ever work on is you." And I truly believe that. I am so important that I need to work on me first before I can take care of my kids, before I can take care of my husband, before I can take care of my friends, before I can take care of my community. I have to take care of me. And I can try to do this weight loss journey for anyone else. And I have done this weight loss journey many times in my past. I have never been successful because I truly don't believe I ever did it for myself. So this is kind of my YouTube book. Every week I write down notes of what I want to talk about during my weigh-in videos. I keep all my goals, what I weighed last week, what I weighed this week, what are my goals for the next week, future things I'd like to talk about, different kinds of videos I would like to do. So that's the first part of this book. And then the second part of this book I have dedicated to, every time I write in this journal, I try to think of a new word I can use to describe myself. I have healthy, brave, determined, happy, strong, amazing. And I try just to keep them all here so I can look back, and each time I use the book, I try to write at least one word down and one quote. These are just inspirational quotes I find along the way that make me happy, that make me feel good. Ideas that I can post on social media for quotes to maybe make somebody's day feel better, or to show the kind of mood that I'm in for the day. And I truly believe that weight loss is a mind game, and you have to be in the right headspace to do it. So I try at least once a week to put up a positive affirmation on my Instagram and on my Facebook page. Something positive, something happy, something uplifting that people can look to throughout the week and know they're in a good spot, and if they're not, maybe bring them up to being in a good spot. So that's what I use this little book for. And then this is my real vision board. This is my binder. It says Dream More on it. And it's just a cheap binder that I bought, I think at the dollar store. I love watching planning videos and things like that, but I am not a planner. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My kids are not in school. We're not, I hate to say this, we're not very social. My kids are still pretty little, and we may have one outing a week, most weeks. But I don't really have anything to plan, even though they look fun. It's an expense that I personally cannot afford for pleasure. If I had a busy life and I needed to stay on schedule and on task and had lots of things to plan, I've always been a planner in the past. But my husband is the only person working. I stay at home with our kids, and it's just not something I have the desire to do right now. We have 2 or 3 doctor's appointments a year, and other than that, we really don't have anything to plan. So I just bought a binder with some stickers, and I'll show you inside the binder. I have Weight Watchers on the bottom. Most of these I've cut out of magazines. Actually, most of them have come from the Weight Watcher magazines. I pay for a monthly subscription to the Weight Watchers magazine because I don't go to meetings. I only do online. So I don't get any of the weekly flyers or the circulars or whatever they're called that are full of just inspiration and ideas and things like that. So I subscribe to the magazine. I read it. I write down recipes that I find in it, and then I kind of chop it up. And so most of these are from the magazine. This is actually the card that came with my gift in the mail that I received from Casey from Dork on a Diet. It says, "Hi Jessie, thanks for being an awesome friend. Enjoy this cookbook, and I hope it inspires you to create delicious meals. I expect some cooking videos." So she sent me that. I came with my present, and that's very important. I am floored by this community, and I am grateful for it every day. This is a little card here. You Make Me Smile, that Miss K All the Way sent to me. It's got a very nice sentiment inside that I'm not going to share. But I keep it here to remind myself that I'm not alone, that there's a whole community of people out there who care about me, who care about my well-being, who want to see me succeed. I've never met a community full of better people in my whole life. I grew up in a really small area where girls weren't necessarily nice to each other. It was always a competition. It was always drama. It was always being better than the next person. And this weight loss YouTube community has been amazing because aside from a few negative people out there, everybody is just so encouraging and wants you to succeed and wants to see you do well on your program. So I try to find things that make me happy, things that relate to my life a little bit. This one here says, "My motivation was to become healthy for myself and the people I loved. I vowed to make small changes often, and that reaches my heart. Being able to set and meet one small goal made me realize I could reach bigger ones. Ask yourself what else I can do instead of eating that will help me deal with the things in my life. I am a stress eater. I have always been a stress eater, and it's taken a long time, and it is still very much a work in progress, but I work every day to find new things to do when I find myself bored or when I find myself stressed, and I have turned to writing a lot lately. I have started journaling again, and on top of that, exercising. I have embraced exercising full force, and those are the things that I'm trying to do to not eat my feelings. I can never go back. I feel too good now. The last couple months have been really tough for me. I've kind of hit a plateau, and I haven't lost a lot of weight, and At first it was really discouraging, and then I started going back through my binder here and my Instagram page, and seeing the numbers on the scale is great, but it has also reminded me that there are other things. There are so many more pictures of me and my children. There are activities that we have done that I've never been able to do before. New clothes, better fitting clothes, clothes I feel beautiful in. That's never really happened before. And so those things outweigh the number on the scale, but I'm also working really hard to be okay with the number on the scale. I try to go back and look at a week maybe when I went up a pound or when I stayed the same. I try to go back and look, because I post my weight every week in pictures. I usually have a picture of my scale when I step on it. I try to go back and remember the way I felt the first time I hit that step. The first time I saw under 200, or the first time I saw 190, or the first time I saw 185. I try to remember how excited I was to get there, and it may be slow, but I'm still there, and I'm still getting to new numbers. Maybe not as fast as I would like, but I'm working hard to remember the way that it felt when I hit that for the first time and accept that feeling again. So this binder has stickers on each page. I try to make it pretty. This is a new thing. Let me turn this way. I'm going to open the binder up and show you what I found. So this was in, sorry, creepy crawly. This was in one of the last Weight Watcher magazines. I'm not sure what month, either last month or the month before. And it's 50 ways to fit in fitness. And it's just everyday things you do to get a little exercise. I'm a busy mom, and even though I technically have time to exercise every day, it doesn't always happen. But these are the number one way to get more fitness in is to get a dog. We don't have a dog, but it's simple ideas. But number 2 says brace at red lights. When you're sitting at a stoplight, squeeze your abs. Hold it until the light turns green. This works just as well if you're not the driver. Number 7 says find a spot for your smartphone. Pick a designated location in your home to stash your cell phone. So when you need it, you have to move. I do that with things like treats. I keep, of course, our house before we had a basement, and that's where we kept our bulk freezer. So I would leave things like my 1-point fudgesicles in there. So when I wanted one, I would have to go down the flight of stairs, get one, go back up the flight of stairs just to have a treat. Here, our bulk freezer is actually on my mother's side of the house, on her porch. So I have to go out of the house, come all the way around the house, up onto her porch, and get a snack out of her freezer. I could very easily put them in the freezer in our kitchen, but I choose to keep them away from our house so that I have to actually think, okay, do I actually want one bad enough to get up, go out there, and get it and come back? So that's something I do for myself. Grab some granite. While you're in the kitchen waiting for your coffee to perk, do some push-ups using the countertop. I do this a lot. Even when I'm watching YouTube videos or something like that, when it's on the table, I tend to do push-ups on the countertop. Lots of really good. Hide the remote. You'll never realize how often you change the channel until you have to get up and turn the channel on the TV. Press that milk. Every time you pull a gallon jug out of the fridge, press it quickly over your head using both hands before pouring a glass. So this is just ideas, and I put it right in the beginning of my binder to kind of help myself every day see it and remember that there are little things that I can do. It doesn't have to be gigantic steps. It just has to be something. Little steps add up just the same as big steps. So those are great ideas to have. The next part of my binder I actually just found, and I have not actually used them before. I'm kind of a notebook junkie. I have like notebooks everywhere, and there's just chicken scratch and notes everywhere, and I try to be organized with it, but it's so hard. With 2 kids, things end up missing. I can never find what I'm looking for, and I'm one of those people who has to write things down right when I think of it or I forget. But I found these online, and I'm not sure where. If I can remember to put it, I will put the link to the page. It was free. This is called Dinner Time Menu Planning, Weekly Menu Planning. This is the cover page. And then it just has daily meal plans, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a grocery list. And I'm going to try to start this because I've gotten, of course, we just moved, and moving was really stressful, and I kind of got a little lazy. I stayed on plan, and I actually lost weight while I was moving, which is awesome. But I need to be more organized. I need to be able to go back once a month or every couple of months and maybe recycle recipes and things like that. Be able to see what a good week looks like and a bad week, and just be able to put all my recipes and meal ideas, and even shopping lists in one place. So I printed out 6 or 8 copies of that, and I'm going to try starting this week to do those. I post on a whiteboard on my fridge so that I can see it every day, but this will help me keep track for the future. So that's in there. Then I have a list of, I didn't have a printer when I did all this stuff, so I actually wrote it out, which is kind of good because it helps soak it into my brain. But this is a 0-point food list from Weight Watchers. It's all the foods you can have. I think it's 2 pages long. That are 0 points, things that you can fill up on. I'm a firm believer in fruits and vegetables. I live as healthy as I can be, and I try my hardest to limit the processed food I have. But no matter what I have as the main part of my meal, if half of my dish is full of fruits and vegetables, I don't feel so guilty eating something with full fat cheese or full fat mayonnaise or eating a little bread or whatever. So I try to keep a list of fully, completely 0 foods that I can snack on or eat or turn to when I'm hungry. And then I have a page that has the good health guidelines on it from Weight Watchers. If any of you were on Points Plus, they used to have a checkbox on your website when you went to your page for things like fruits and vegetables, waters, dairy, grains, things like that. And it's the one thing that I miss more than anything from Points Plus. I talked to an expert about it, and I asked if they were going to bring it back, and the expert said no, that they were so focused on healthy living that people would be getting them in anyways. But I'm a very visual person, and I loved checking things off every day. I loved checking. I've deleted every app that I've put on my phone for water. I never seem to remember to do that. But every time I got on my tracker for Weight Watchers, I could check off, oh, I've had 3 glasses of water. Check, check, check. It was nice seeing that fill up. It was nice filling up, I've had 2 dairies. Okay, I don't need any more. Things like that. It was nice checking those off, and they were all in a location that I was at all the time. Not that going into a separate app is hard work, but I just don't always think about it. But I'm always in my tracker planning and putting in food and such. So it was nice to have that there, but I did write those down. And then I just have some recipes that I wrote out with the points and the servings and the ingredients so that I have them as kind of go-tos. Like I said, I'm getting back into this. It'll probably be really full in the next couple of months. I have a folder in here that is full of recipes that I have printed or ripped out of magazines or that people have given me or sent me in an email. My grandmother sends me a lot of recipes. I have another folder back here, but it doesn't have anything in it yet. So those are the things that I do. This binder is kind of always close by, and I think it will be so going forward even more. It's kind of been lost in the shuffle for the last month or two, but I'm ready to get back at the planning. I've kind of been flying by the seat of my pants the last couple weeks, trying to plan things out every day instead of going into the week with a plan. And now that we're settled and things are slowing down and we're finally working into a routine, and I feel like my kids are settling nicely. I mean, it's been very easy seeing as we are in a place where we're so comfortable. It's so beautiful here. It feels like home to us. So I'm ready to get back into planning and working hard. I went for my first walk since I've been in this new house. Well, I went for one walk with my mom and her dog, but it was more of a stroll for pleasure rather than exercising. This morning I mapped out a new route, and I'm going to try to get as many walks / jogs in as I can this week. My week resets tomorrow, but I got a head start today and I feel fantastic. I did 3 miles this morning. I mapped out a great new loop around our house, and I'm feeling great for summer. I am definitely not where I wanted to be this winter. This winter I had I had big goals. I want to lose this much weight by summertime. I want to be able to do this and this and this, but I have done an incredible amount of stuff since this winter. So I'm not upset about it at all. I'm definitely not bikini ready. I don't know that I'll ever be bikini ready. I've had 2 kids and it's just maybe not who I am. But I am comfortable in my skin. I've been wearing more dresses, which I've never done before. I carry a lot of weight in my midsection, so it feels like I'm always pregnant, which pregnancy is beautiful. And I loved showing my curves off when I was pregnant. I was the kind of pregnant mom who wore lots of tight-fitting clothes. I wanted people to know that it was a baby bump and that I wasn't just fat. And for a long time, just fat was how I felt when I wore clothes. And now I feel free. I feel comfortable in my body. I know it is a work in progress. So I am summer ready. I am ready to have fun. I am ready to go to the beach if the weather would ever cooperate. This is the first blue skies we have had in over a week. It's still kind of chilly and windy out here, but the sun was shining, so I said, let's go outside. My kids are running around playing with the chickens. So I hope that this inspires you in whatever way you need it to inspire you. The other ladies in this collaboration are amazing people. They are amazing friends. They are all on their own journeys, and our journeys are so different, but it is amazing to support them and encourage them and receive that for myself from them too. So please watch their videos. Like I said, I will link all of their channels below with their names. Check them out. If you are new to my channel and coming from one of the other ladies' collaboration videos, welcome. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy. I try to do several videos a week. I do what I ate videos. I do a weekly weigh-in video. I try to do grocery hauls and cook with me videos, and I would love for you to subscribe so you won't miss any more. So thank you all for coming to watch my board, my summer goals, my summer plans, my vision for the future. It looks beautiful and I can't wait to get there. So thank you all for coming today and for watching this, and I hope to see you soon. Bye guys!